Welcome to Quiz of Exile's first edition. The game is simple. There are 16 questions. Each question will have 4 possible choices, 1 correct answer, and you will have 15 seconds to choose your answer. Tally up the number of correct answers out of 16 at the end and post them in the comments. If this is successful, we may have a new fun game show for some PoE content creators and players to participate in. Please do note, I've designed this first edition to intentionally be easy. Let's delve on in. Question 1. How many Ascendancy classes are in Path of Exile 1? There are 19 Ascendancy classes in Path of Exile 1, 3 for each class besides the Scion, which has a single Ascendancy, the Ascendant. That was easy. Let's kick it up a notch. Question 2. The Trail League introduced alternates to the core 3 elemental ailments of Ignite, Chill, and Shock. What are their names? It's Scorch, Brittle, and Sap, although I think I would have liked Zap better than Sap. A little harder, perhaps, maybe too hard. That's quite alright. Let's take a step back for a bit and ease on up. Question 3. Who is the managing director of Path of Exile and often seen as the face of PoE? It is, of course, Chris Wilson, although he does have a voice acting cameo in-game as the Master Fisherman Krillson. Question 4. How many acts did Path of Exile 1 originally launch with? The answer is 3. This may have tricked up a few people, as when PoE first went into Alpha and Beta, it only had 2 acts. Upon its launch, though, the final act you could play was Act 3, and its end boss was Dominus. Question 5. What do you recover for Nessa on the Tidal Island in Act 1 of Path of Exile 1? It's the medicine chest, silly exile. Of course, what we all really want is her Quicksilver flask. Question 6. Which expansion was Headhunter brought to Path of Exile 1 in? Yes, Headhunter was indeed added to PoE in its opening League 1.0.0 Nemesis. It has received relatively few changes since and remains one of the most iconic items in the game. Question 7. Which foe was introduced as an endgame boss first? Another almost toss-up. The answer is the Shaper. Brought to Path of Exile in 2.4, he is only predated by one other pinnacle boss, Queen Atziri. Question 8. How many US dollars did the Path of Exile community contribute to Child's Play to get Chris Wilson to shave his head? Us exiles are generous. The answer is 25,610 US dollars. That's all it took for us to have Chris Wilson go bald forever, although I think he looks quite good. Question 9. Which expansion of the following had the lowest public player numbers at the 2-week mark? Unsurprisingly, we all know the answer is Lake of Calandra. In fact, Lake of Calandra had the lowest player retention count in the modern Path of Exile era. This was during the entire arch-nemesis rare monster and loot goblin debacle. A dark time indeed. Question 10. Which Path of Exile NPC used to have a monkey accompanying them? It's Navali. Unfortunately, her monkey companion is now gone during her return in Trial of the Ancestors. Or is it? Question 11. How many regular passive skill points can characters obtain in Path of Exile 1? True exiles know it's 123. Although the confusing people who choose to help one of the bandits might think 121 is the answer, and all these are wrong. Question 12. Which Maven invitation does not currently exist? The answer is the Eldritch. How cool would a Maven Crucible fight with the Infinite Hunger, the Eater of Worlds, the Black Star, and the Searing Exarch be? Just take away some of their arena-specific effects. Make it happen, Grinding Gear Games. Question 13. When does Cirrus utter this voice line?
You left me there, Zana. Centuries alone in the Atlas. All I wanted was to feel something again.
That's right. This voice line was never in the actual game, it's just in the sound files for it. There's a whole chunk of the Cirrus content cut from PoE swirling around in pure nothingness. Question 14. What is the current possible maximum damage over time damage per second in Path of Exile 1? Yes, there is a dot cap in PoE 1, and it is 35.8 million damage per second. Will it exist in PoE 2? Probably, as it's a technical limitation of the engine. Question 15. Which Ascendancy class is the most played after 2 weeks in the Softcore Trade League ladder of Trial of the Ancestors per PoE.Ninja? This is Trade League. You know it's the Deadeye. People love their bow builds early on in the league. Question 16. When does the closed beta for Path of Exile 2 begin? No, it's not on the 1-year official launch anniversary of Diablo 4. It's a day after on June 7th, 2024. Who else cannot wait? Thanks for watching. What was your score on the premiere quiz of Exile? Let me and everyone else know in the comments. If you enjoyed this type of video, tell me. I'll make more and even try to get some PoE content creators on board to come on and play with a much harder set of questions. Let me give a huge shout out to every Exile who supports this channel. You can help the channel grow by giving this video a like, bare form slamming the subscribe button, and turning on the bell. There's a ton more PoE content and beyond incoming.